Hello, Degens. Welcome to Degenerate Bets. I, of course, am the perfect one. AJ this year is my co-host, Noah Engelbretson. Noah, October. We said it last time. I'm going to say it again. It's the most beautiful time of the year, dude. Today, I woke up and I got to bet on not one, but two MLB playoff games, along with not one, but two college football games, along with a great NFL primetime game in the Rams and the Seahawks. What a beautiful day to be alive, be a sports betting fan. And Noah,
on a Thursday too. Not even a Saturday.
Holy shit. I didn't even have to wait until the weekend. Yes, please. I will take this all day long. It can only be a matter of time before the rest of the sports get here. So Noah, to us being in the most beautiful time of sports and to us getting every single pick right this week, Noah, I propose a toast to us Degens and all the other Degens out there. Let's have a fucking weekend, bud.
Let's have one.
And so we're going to go ahead. Let's just jump right into it. Let's talk about what happened today. I want to start with some baseball because we had some great baseball going on. It was just good stuff all around. You have the Astros beating the White Sox 6-1 and the Rays shutting out the Red Sox 5-0. I'm seeing from the Astros, what I'm seeing is just, unfortunately, another dominant run. I mean, they're killing it left, right, and center. That bullpen seems to be unstoppable. Their bats are as alive as they can be. Honestly, would not shock me if the Stros end up sweeping the White Sox, even though the White Sox have had an incredible season. Not looking good for the Sox and the Southsiders. Same thing for the Sox. The Red Sox did not really. I guess both Sox kind of sucked today. Red Sox
should have taken an anti-Sox parlay. I guess.
God, dude. Shit, that would have paid out pretty nice, but. Yeah, both Sox teams coming out not having the best performance on the mound, and I guess Red Sox, they pitched okay. I mean, you said something about Sox out hit the Rays, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, their situational hitting wasn't there, but they did out hit the Rays. I think 9-6 or 10-6, something like that. So
that's unfortunate.
The Red Sox, they were getting hits, they were getting guys on base, but stranded a lot of runners. The Rays, obviously, the few times that they did get guys on, they got them home, and a couple home runs helped with that.
Yeah.
I mean, tough loss for the Red Sox. I feel like the White Sox deserve to lose more based on, the pitching and everything, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's a 5-game series,
Yeah, there's still a lot of baseball to be played these next couple games, next couple weeks actually, and we'll be covering the games, all 4 games for tomorrow later in the episode. But yeah, great first day of AL DS action. You gotta love it. NLDS coming in strong tomorrow. It's gonna be a good time. Other big game that we had going on today, you got the Rams at the Seahawks. This was an interesting game, to say the very least. I kind of think the Rams got bailed out by Russell Wilson's finger not doing something. I mean, the Rams, they still looked pretty good, I guess. The defense was a little bit slow in the beginning, where Russell Wilson was just cooking. I really couldn't decide while I was watching.
Not at all, dude.
Not at all what?
Dude, Geno Smith, that offense looked better with Geno Smith than it did with Russ. Like, they played better after Russ got injured.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. They did. Like, Geno Smith somehow comes out for the first time in 3 years, and he's like the reverse groundhog, or like the leap year groundhog. You just see him once every 4 years. Like, hey, yeah, guys, I'm still here. There's another 4 years of the NFL.
I mean, he is a 9-year veteran. He's in his ninth or 10th year in the league.
Hey, good for him.
Still somehow relevant. I just remember his days with the Jets. They were just so shitty, but the Jets have been shitty for. Since they had Mark Sanchez, that was the last time they were good, when they went to like back-to-back AFC Championship games with Mark Sanchez somehow.
And then the butt fumble happened, and the Jets have been on a downslide ever since.
That's honestly been their demise. Zach Wilson is hopefully the guy to break the curse of the butt fumble.
You hope so. And because let's be real, at this point in the NFL's history, the butt fumble is the second biggest disgrace to happen involving a butt in the last couple of years. But Rams Seahawks. I mean, Matt Stafford obviously showing up and still being the incredible quarterback he is. He was making some drives in the third and fourth quarter where he was just threading the needle, and all you can do is sit there and be like, damn, I'm going to make a lot of money betting on this guy for the next couple of weeks, and I really can't wait to keep doing it. So shout out Matt Stafford and that incredible offense. Aaron Donald also just getting it done in the trenches, just seeing Russell Wilson in the backfield so many times, getting acquainted with Geno Smith as well. Overall good game. Any other thoughts on it?
I mean, the Rams covered. I said they won by 2 touchdowns. They won by 9, so
close enough.
Kind of close to that. I like the under as well, and that hit. I mean, I would say that Stafford didn't look like perfect. He had a couple overthrows, a couple underthrows, but when it came down to it, it didn't matter. He was, moving the ball down the field, making shit happen. Looked really good in the second half. Struggled in the first half, but I don't think. I mean, Seattle's defense they're gonna lose them some games this year, and we'll see what happens with Russ. Oddly enough, we had 2 quarterbacks in the same game having finger issues.
What the fuck is up with that?
Stafford, his finger dislocated. Stafford just snapped it back in. I think Russ's might be a little more serious because that thing was bent the complete wrong direction.
As we're talking about this right now, Adam Schefter just tweeted quarterback. No news on it or anything, but just kind of I think how it's looking and like how they're projecting it's going to go. He just tweets out that Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson never has missed an NFL start, something that could be in jeopardy with this finger injury, leading me at least to believe that this finger injury could be a lot more than what they're leading on. I mean, don't get me wrong. We saw him on the sidelines the entire second half, like holding a football, trying to throw, keep it warm. But Shefty, I mean, don't get me wrong. His job is to stir the pot, but that is something I guess that we'll have to see Pete Carroll now coming out saying that Wilson has badly sprained finger.
Well, they have a bye week next week. So.
Oh, do they? That could not have come at a better time. That's for. Oh well.
Nope,
do they have a bye week, or I was about to say?
No, they don't.
They have a long weekend.
They play at the Steelers.
Okay, so they have a bye week.
Sorry, I misspoke. No, they don't have a bye week coming up anytime soon. They just have 10 days before they got to play next. So.
Well, hey, 10 days, a lot can happen, especially in a finger. There's some small bones if they are sprained, or joints and stuff. They are sprained. They can heal.
Well, and that's an injury you can play through, depending on your pain tolerance and shit. And so long as he can still get a solid grip on the ball, sprained finger. Russ is a competitor. He plays through things. I wouldn't be surprised if he's playing in their next game. But if not, I mean, like I said, Geno Smith didn't look bad.
No, not at all. If I'm a Seahawks fan, I'm not upset with Russell Wilson being out. I'm upset with it, but Geno Smith is going to be a solid person to come step in, especially with Steelers next week if Russell does need to sit out at least a week to keep it moving. But Noah, let's go ahead and go from one Hawks team, one bird team that kind of looks in peril, to another bird team that is the absolute shits. And I'm talking, of course, about the Falcons being the home team in London against the Jets this Sunday, starting us off bright and early Sunday morning. Falcons open up as a 3-point favorite. Money line, you got the Falcons minus 155, Jets plus 128, over under at 46. Zach freaking Wilson, Noah. That's all I have to say about this game. Give me Jets money line all day long in London with the elite Matt Ryan starting for the Falcons. I don't trust him. I don't trust this team. You can only throw to Kyle Pitts so much. The Jets also getting a little bit of life after their victory last week. And I mean, Zach freaking Wilson, my dude, let's go. Thoughts on the Jets Falcons, why London games suck, and why Zach Wilson is about to be undefeated in London.
Dude, these games are always just a toss-up. You could get a complete blowout. You could get a close game. You could get whatever. I don't care. I'm on the Jets for this one because the Falcons are not good. They're not good. They're just not good.
Suck.
I think the Jets ride the coattail of this momentum with the win and pick up their second win of the season, move to 2-3. I think it'll be a close game. I wouldn't be surprised if the Falcons do what they do every week and get up early and then blow a lead.
That really kind of seems to be their MO ever since the Super Bowl. Let's get up very early. Let's look strong and then just throw it all away in the second half and make every quarterback look like Tom Brady. Kind of impressive how often and consistently they're able to do it. That might be something that Matt Ryan can put on his stat sheet, how many times he loses from ahead. Since he is, an elite quarterback, we can never forget that. But yeah, we're both on Jets money line. That's pretty easy, simple. Good way to start off your Sunday with a win. This next game, though, Noah, let me tell you, I wish I could stay off of it, but we're here to pick games. We're not here to pass on games. We got Broncos and the Steelers, this absolute snooze fest of a game with Teddy Bridgewater being out, Drew Lock being in at quarterback. The Steelers with medium large Ben playing like extra slow motion Ben. I mean, I don't know what the hell they're doing with him. It seems like he's a senior citizen with a freaking what are those things? Walker trying to get around the pocket and trying to throw a pass. But yeah, it's a pick 'em right now at even money. Broncos slightly the favorite at -104. I mean, I guess slightly the dog -104 on the money line. Steelers -118. Over under at 40. This is a shit game, but damn it, I'm going to bet on it. I guess I will reluctantly take Broncos minus. I'll just take the Broncos on the money line.
I got to disagree with you there. I'm on the Steelers.
How?
Drew Lock. That's all I have to say. Drew Lock is the worst. Drew Lock is probably the worst quarterback who has started enough games to be the worst quarterback.
Mason Rudolph.
Other than no. Drew Lock's worse than Mason Rudolph. Other than Nathan Peterman,
How dare you? How dare you?
No, Drew Lock is terrible.
Disrespectful. How dare you?
Did you see what Drew Lock did last year?
Yeah, and I've also seen what Nathan Peterman can do. And let me tell you, Drew Lock looks a hell of a lot better than Nathan Peterman. This is also a much more mature Drew Lock. This is Drew Lock who's been able to sit down, take a breather, and realize that being a starting quarterback in the NFL is not just something that comes along every day. This is something you got to prove, something you got to work at. I see him coming out this week with an absolute barn burner against the Steelers team that is an absolute shambles. They don't know if they're going up, down, left, right, or center. All I know is they're getting another loss next week, pal.
No, I mean, I disagree. My grandma could intercept Drew Lock in a game.
Yeah, my grandma could sack Ben Roethlisberger. Are you kidding me if we're going to play that game?
No, because Ben Roethlisberger has protection from his offensive line.
Oh, shit. I don't know if we can call that protection.
Protection enough to block your grandma. Drew Lock throws the ball so bad that your grandma wouldn't even have to be close to the receiver to catch the ball.
Okay, listen, Juju Smith, he is out there doing the TikToks and everything. He doesn't give a fuck. He will knock your granny on the fucking ground before she intercepts that pass. All right.
Whatever. I mean,
whatever.
I'm
Stupid
saying,
game.
I don't love where the Steelers are at right now, but the fact that Drew Lock is starting, I have to take the Steelers. If Teddy B was starting, I would be on the Broncos to cover the 3 points or 2 points or whatever, regardless. Even up to like 4 or 5 points, I'd probably still take Teddy B. But, his status being in question, most likely not playing, Drew Lock, most likely the starter. This isn't a bet on the Steelers. It's a bet against Drew Lock is what it is.
Whatever, Noah. Whatever. I guess I'll let that one slide. I'm on Broncos money line. Noah is taking Steelers money line. Well, it'll be a game that's going to be played in the NFL, so I guess I'll have to watch it. Sorry,
I forgot to mention with the Jets and Falcons, taking a quick rewind.
Yeah.
Over under at 45 points. I love the over. The over will hit big time because both of these teams suck.
Fair enough. You love it when two teams suck and they just put up all of the points. Let's talk about a team, though, that's putting up a lot of points that I'm shocked is putting up as many points as they are. I guess this could go for both of them, honestly. Let's talk Lions visiting the Vikings. Vikings being a 7.5-point favorite, minus 335 on the money line, plus 245 for the Lions. Over under at 49. This Vikings team.
Where are you seeing that at 7.5? I have it at 10.
Give it at 10. Well, let me tell you, no, it's possible the line may have changed. Let's go ahead and go with 10. Is it really at 10? Wow, I did not see that moving to 10. But shit, yeah, give me. Ooh, that kind of scares me now because I was about to go on this whole thing about how Vikings can win by a touchdown, maybe on a touchdown and a field goal. But being 10 on the button, that is rough. Because I think the Vikings will obviously win this game. I think we both can agree that this Vikings team is a little bit more put together than anticipated. Besides the choke to Arizona, that they should have won that game outright, but they choked it away in the end. This Lions team is no good whatsoever. I wish I could say better things about Dan Campbell and what he's doing with that organization, but I really can't, especially when I'm putting my money on the line. I'm going to take the over and just sit back and enjoy this game because I do not know which way it's going to go. Because I could see the Lions covering 10, but I could also see the Vikings blowing this one out. Where are you sitting, Noah?
I think the Lions cover.
Really?
I don't think the Vikings are going to lose this game, but I don't think they're going to win by double digits. I mean, the Lions have looked okay the last couple weeks. Sorry, dropped my pen there.
How dare you? How dare you drop your pen? What the fuck?
The Lions have looked okay. They haven't looked like terrible. I think they're trending in the right direction. They're not there yet. The game's in Minnesota. I don't think the Vikings lose this one at home to the Lions, but I mean, 10 points, big spread. As down as I was on the Lions coming into the season, I am less down on them now from what I've seen through the first 4 weeks, despite them being 0-4. I mean, I don't know. I think the Lions cover 10.
All right, let me take off the over. Because the more I thought about the over, the more I hated the over.
I'm not touching either side of the over or under on this.
Yeah, that was my bad. I would like to scratch that one from the record if we could. I will make a pick on this game, though, and honestly, it's just going to be a spite pick because I do think the Vikings are going to come out and do a lot better. I don't think that, and that's why I'm staying away from the over-under. I don't think it'll be a high-scoring game. I do think they could win by a field goal and a touchdown. So I'm going to take the Vikings minus the 10 and hope for a push on the bet. Better than a loss, but if it goes to 9.5, I think I'll slam 9.5 a little bit more confidently. 10.5, I'm staying off of this. 10.5, I think then I go to the Lions. But as long as it stays at 10 even, no hook or anything, I'll take Vikings in the 10 and just kind of pray and cross my fingers that game just doesn't suck as much as it's going to, with that being said. Another game that I think is not really a stinker, but this line I think is still an overreaction from week one. And I thought it was my job to overreact. I thought it was our job to jump on the hype trains and everything. But Vegas seems to still be on the Packers suck bandwagon, or they think the Bengals are a hell of a lot better because I have the line right now. Packers are a 3-point favorite, minus 157 on the money line. Bengals plus 128, over under at 50. I read this line, Noah, and I just can't help but be confused because I feel like this should be at 6.5, 7.5 points. But here we are sitting at 3 points. What is going on? I don't understand what Vegas.
Well, AJ, I'll just say that is your sign from the universe to take this bet because holy shit.
What the fuck? Like they're just gonna give me -3?
Sorry. This is a Bengals team that almost lost to the Jaguars last week.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my God,
And
Vegas is
they're getting only 3. What the fuck?
And obviously I'm a bit of a homer. Actually, when it comes to betting him, not, because I have bet against the Packers.
Oh, multiple times, absolutely.
Plenty of enough times. Actually, I think my win rate is probably over 70 or 80% when I'm betting on Packers games, when I'm betting either on them or against them, because I have a very good feel for this. I know this team. This is my team. I cheer for them. I watch them thoroughly every week. Yeah, this line is disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
It should be 6 or 7 or even 8 or even 9.
9.5. I wouldn't even be upset. Like I wouldn't even wink an eye. I'd be like, yeah, 9.5. I'd see that.
I might take the Bengals at 9.5, but at 3, I mean, I get it. Our defense is rough. You know, they need some.
You guys just signed Jalen Smith.
Better.
You guys are Jay chilling.
We did sign Jalen Smith, which I'm excited about that because Packers are only paying him about $1 million for the year. Because Cowboys are paying like 7.2 of his contract or whatever.
Yeah, so you guys got him for a steal.
Yeah, so who's the real sucker here? The Cowboys are paying 7.2 for him to play for us, and we're only paying $1 million. If he doesn't pan out, we just bench him. There's nothing lost.
Yeah, $1 million cap hit, nothing.
I'm thinking we'll use him as a pass rusher, like a 2-down pass rusher.
100%.
But aside from that, I mean, I think this line is disrespectful. I think people are way too high on the Bengals right now in general.
Yeah.
This 3-1 start, obviously, like whatever. I mean, they beat the Vikings in overtime. They played the Jaguars. They beat the Jaguars. Was that one of the teams they played?
I want to say they did.
Yeah,
but
it was. Yeah, I mean, and then they trounced the Steelers, which is like, okay, but the Steelers kind of look like shit. So, yeah, I mean, I'm obviously you can infer what I'm taking here. I'm taking the Packers.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
The Packers are the greatest team to ever play the game, baby.
Okay, let's go ahead and let's chill out the fuck out on that one. You're forgetting that the 85 Bears existed with Ditka. Okay, God bless Ditka and the Bears.
But anyways, I'm taking the Packers big time. Over-unders at 51 is what I got it at.
Yep.
I'm taking that over. I like that over a lot because I do have big questions about our defense. But I mean, I think Aaron Rodgers goes out and dunks on the Bengals and puts up 35 on them. So as long as the Bengals can put up, 17 points, we're hitting the over, which Packers defense is not super strong. So
yeah, you know what? Hit. Yeah, I'm riding hard on Packers -3. I'm with you on that one, Noah. You can take the over all you want. I might take it as a late addition to my card. Follow me on Twitter at Brofict1 for all my picks on Sunday and Saturday this weekend. Sorry, Noah, you were saying.
Joe Burrow and that Bengals offense is not going to beat Aaron Rodgers in a shootout. So
no chance in hell. No chance in hell.
I wouldn't even call what I expect this game to be a shootout because I think it'll be the Packers just overwhelming the Bengals, and then the Bengals will put up points, but not enough.
I can see that. Yeah. Well, from one line that is absolutely disrespectful to another line that is just suspect for a whole other fucking reason. We got the Dolphins as a 10-point dog against the Buccaneers, minus 480 on the money line for the Bucks, plus 350 for the Dolphins. I do not have the over/under right now. Noah, do you have the total for that game?
Let me
assume it's at like 49 or 52.
Let me pull it up in that
range. Quick. But regardless, the fact that the Buccaneers are giving up 10 points, I think is
48 is the over.
48. Shit.
I love that I kind of love that under, to be
I
honest.
love that under too, honestly. Like, because honestly, that just might be my pick for the game is the under, because I think they'll win this game, but I don't like where that price is at for the money line. I'm not going to get any value out of that. But 10 points, I don't want to take 10 points.
I mean, the Dolphins have scored what? Like, sorry, I'm doing a little math.
No, yeah, don't get me wrong. They haven't scored shit. But my only concern is that
the Dolphins have scored. The Dolphins have scored 62 points through 4 games. So they're only averaging, what is it, a little over 15?
A little over 15 points, yeah.
15 and a half a game.
Well, shit, what's Tampa averaging? They can't be averaging about maybe 30 points?
I think they were over 30, but after last week, they might be a little under 30, but
well, thank you all for joining us for Degenerates Do Math really quick. But
mental math.
Shit, mental math with
baby.
us. But
a little tipsy mental math. It's flawless. So let's just say Tampa's averaging 28, 29.
All right, just for argument's sake, sure.
But you also have to look at the defenses that they've played, and the Dolphins are they 1-3 or are they 2-2? God, I should know that.
I should know that too, but they're just so forgettable at this point, especially with Tua out. I really couldn't care less.
They're 1-3.
That's
They've
I think they're going to lose.
They've lost 3 in a row. 35-0 to Buffalo, lost in overtime to the Raiders in Vegas,
right,
and then lost at home by 10 to the Colts last week. I think the Dolphins are on the struggle bus.
They got Jacoby still under center, don't they?
Yeah, I don't think Tua has not been back yet. I don't know his time frame. I don't know when he will be back. But you know my opinion on that. It doesn't even matter because Tua doesn't.
Well, I don't think it matters, but like I'd feel a lot more comfortable with Dolphins covering 10 with Tua under center than I do with Jacoby.
No. Because Tua's not a playmaker. Tua's a plug and play. He's a plug and play. Jacoby Brissett's 98% as good as Tua.
I hate this game. Fuck it. I'll take the Bucks minus 10 and the under.
Yeah,
I hate this game.
You know how much I love to fade the Bucks, right?
Yeah, I know you do. You love betting against Tom Brady.
And we got a 10-point spread, which is a really big spread.
Yeah, you're gonna do what I think you're gonna do.
So I'm gonna come out of left field here, and I am taking the Bucks to cover 10 points in this game.
Wow, really?
I hate what's going on with the Dolphins right now. I mean, I've got no faith in the Dolphins. This team looks like they could go like 6-11, and I was kind of hype on them coming into the season.
You were very hype on them.
Let me see what I had them at. I had them at 9-8. So, whatever. But I'm changing that. I think they're a 6-win team now instead of 9-8. Them and the Jets are going to be fighting for last place in this fucking division. Their defense is still great. They have a great defense. But they cannot do fucking shit on offense. Like, you can't make the playoffs by scoring 15 or 16 points a game, which is I think where they'll end up. And they're going to have some wins where they win 16-10 this season because their defense is legit. Their defense is good,
yeah.
but holy shit, they cannot do anything on offense. Myles Gaskin, not a running back one, but he is their main running back. Tua, Jacoby, neither of them are capable of like leading you to a win. Their receivers are not great. their offensive line is like decent, but I mean, like, come on. Their offense is their offense might be like one of the worst 5 offenses in the league.
I'm with you, Noah, and that's why I'm taking the 10. You're taking the 10, and I'm on the under at least. Are you going to be on the under?
What is the over under at?
I have it at 48.
Yeah. Yeah, despite the struggles the Bucks defense has had, give me that under at 48.
Hell yeah. No, this is one of the first times I think we've agreed on both a spread and an under. So good for us. I think we're coming into our own as a show now. I think this is really a good breaking point for us. Let's talk about another team that's trying to have a breakthrough, but isn't having a breakthrough at all. The Patriots going to the Texans. Patriots being a 9.5-point favorite, minus 435 on the money line. Texans plus 330, over under at 39.5. Well, this game sucks too. I mean, like, Texans blow. Patriots aren't looking much better. The Patriots are going to win this game. 9.5, I would take in a heartbeat every day. Don't like it 39.5. I'm going to stay away from the over and the under on this one. I'll take the Patriots 9.5 just because I think the price for the money line is shitty.
Well, until Tyrod Taylor comes back.
Yep.
As long as Davis Mills is the starter for the Texans, I will be betting against them.
I don't blame you, bro. That's what I'm doing.
And if you are in a survivor league like me, the Patriots are my biggest lock of the week on the money line.
Yeah. Yeah, that money line is perfect. And I mean, minus 435 right now, that's probably going to be bet up to 500 before this, before kickoff, which I wouldn't be shocked. But damn, if they lose this game, I think Bill Belichick kind of crawls into a hole and retires, you know?
I mean, they won't. You look at their games this year, their losses have been pretty close, other than the Saints kind of came in. But Saints are a big yo-yo team. You know, they're up and down. You know, you never know what Saints team you're going to get so far this year. But
yeah, you really, I could not tell you a single thing about this Saints team that is like confirmed or anything like that. We're talking.
I'm not going to overthink this one. I'm just blind, not even blind betting. I'm betting the Patriots. I mean, I'm not going to overthink it too much.
You can't.
They should win. Hopefully they'll cover.
Hopefully, you know what they say: good teams win, great teams cover. We hope the Patriots this week are a great team. Let's talk about a team that we thought was going to be great, but is not turning out to be great. Or I guess they're great in their own way. They're special. We're talking about the Saints -2 against the Washington football team. They're at Washington. Minus 132 on the money line. Football team is plus 108. And the over-under at 43.5 points right now. Like you said, this Saints team is a yo-yo team. You really don't know if they're going up or down. If they do actually move like a yo-yo, they should be doing pretty well this week. Against a very questionable football team with Fitzmagic still out. Yeah.
Well, the reason I brought up that yo-yo thing was Sean Payton's words, actually.
Was it really?
So they were talking about it in the Saints and Giants game last week. There was Sean Payton apparently told the team before that week, he said, we're not going to be a yo-yo team. And he put a yo-yo in all of their lockers. And guess what? They blew a lead to let it go to overtime, and then they lost to the Giants. So they are a yo-yo team. Sean Payton, you're a fucking idiot. You actually instilled the opposite message and told the team that by putting yo-yos in all their lockers that we are a yo-yo team.
Wow.
That being said, I think the yo-yo went down, and so now it's coming back up, and I think the Saints are just going to blow out Washington.
So after all,
Jameis is going to have like 4 touchdown passes. It's okay.
I'm with you, dude. Saints 2 all day.
You just gotta ride the yo-yo,
So, do you remember last year when it was reported that Mike McCarthy in a team meeting brought a sledgehammer and some watermelons, started smashing shit.
Not really, but
You never
go
heard
on.
about that? Oh, dude, it was like right
No.
after Dak Prescott got his ankle cramped up pretty bad. And
And then they went to Andy Dalton, kind of like another team, I think.
fuck Noah. You brought them up. Let's talk about them, okay? Because now I don't
Okay,
even remember my last. What? What?
I just want to say, so Matt
What?
Nagy says on like Monday or Tuesday that Dalton is their quarterback when he's healthy.
Yes, Noah.
And then on Wednesday,
Yes, Noah.
changes course and says Justin Fields is the quarterback.
Noah, have you ever been around small children and had a conversation with
yeah.
them? Okay, so I don't know if you know this. You ask small children, "Hey, what do you want for a snack?" Okay, they say, "Oh my God, all I want is an Oreo. Give me an Oreo. I'd love you forever. Give me an Oreo." And so you walk over to the kid with an Oreo, thinking you made him happy. Okay, then the kid takes the Oreo, throws it on the ground, starts stomping on it, and says, "I said cake, motherfucker. Why'd you give me an Oreo?" That is Matt Nagy is a 3-year-old.
That kid's got some foul language.
Let me tell you, I've heard a lot worse out of 5-year-olds' mouths at Disney World than anywhere else, dude. It's unbelievable the language these kids know nowadays. But dude, Matt Nagy, he's a 5-year-old. He's a 5-year-old. He wants what he wants, but he's not getting it. So he's going to throw a tantrum and throw our young quarterback who's not ready to the wolves. The obvious solution right now is to throw Nick Foles in there because Justin Fields obviously is just not ready. You know what I mean? He's just not. And I hate to say that because I think Justin Fields is going to have a bright future and everything, not with the Chicago Bears, but he's going to have a bright future eventually. Yeah, you should have thrown in Nick Foles and waited until Dalton was healthy, throw Dalton in. Justin Fields does not need to be starting whatsoever. The only reason he's starting is because he's trying to save his ass. His ass must still be on the chopping block regardless of what happens this season. So if Justin Fields can't produce, well, he's going to him and Pace are out, which is what this Bears team needs. With that being said, I guess I'll actually talk about sports betting now because this is degenerate bets. Bears plus 5.5 against the Raiders in Las Vegas. Plus 200 on the money line for the Bears, minus 250 for the Raiders. Over under total at 44.5. Noah, with everything I just said, I don't need to say anything else I don't need to say anything about the Raiders. Give me the Raiders in the 5.5. Derek Carr's coming back. They're in the Death Star. I love them in the Death Star. I think Derek Carr's issue last game was that he didn't have his eyeliner on. I think he'll make sure this time he applies it properly, and I think he's going to have a game.
Yeah, this one's a little bit tough for me. You're gonna hate
Really?
that. But as I've sat and thought about it, I gotta go Raiders to cover that one.
Oh, okay, good.
But what I love even more than the Raiders cover the 5.5, which 5.5 is, if you know anything about betting on football, 5.5 or 4.5 are the two like cursed numbers, because winning by 5, if you look at the probability, or like not the probability, but the amount of times, the percentage of wins with every football game that are by 1, 2, 3 all the way through like 11, 5 is the least likely.
Yep.
So 5.5 and 4.5 are kind of those are the two spreads that are iffy. So I'm gonna take the Raiders at I'm gonna take the Raiders at 4.5. I was about to say 6.5.
Ooh.
That would be too sketchy. I'm not that confident. But what I love the most about this one is over 44. Why is that so low?
Because the Bears won't be able to score because Justin Fields is about to have one of the worst games in NFL history.
I know the Bears won't score a lot, but the Raiders are going to score 30.
Easily, yeah.
And I still, as good as the Raiders defense has been through the first, like, however many weeks, I still don't trust them. I like the over. Give me over 44. Give me the Raiders. But I'm buying 2 points on this one. 3.5. Give me the Raiders 3.5.
Wow. Okay.
And the over.
I'll give you the 3.5. No, I'll give you that all the day long. You can take the over as you like. One prop, and I don't do props a lot. And so, I have to like a prop when I'm talking about a prop bet. I'm going to be looking at turnovers for the Bears because I think that the Raiders defense is at least going to force one fumble out of Justin Fields through a sack. And then I think he's going to make another mistake in the air as an interception. So I'm going to look at the over-under on turnovers by the Bears. May even take interceptions. We'll see what's going on there. That's going to be more of a Sunday morning play. Again, follow me on Twitter at Brofict1 or at DGenTakes for the show. We tweet out our picks because we like to brag when we're right and shame ourselves when we're wrong. And I hate that game so much. I hate that game. Thanks, Noah. Now I'm upset. Now we have to talk about another shitty football game that's going on this week because
just don't have a shitty team that you cheer for then, I guess. I don't know.
Again, I'm just going to say it one more time. I'm going to say it one more time this episode and probably every episode until it comes true because I'm just going to keep putting it in the universe.
The Bears still suck. Oh, it is true.
Ditka as head coach next year. All right, we're going to a fucking Super Bowl if Ditka is head coach next year.
Bro,
go ahead and
Ditka's got to be like senile or like halfway dead at this point.
Dude, no, I just saw an interview with him. He's looking good, bro. He could do one more season.
There's no way he's looking good. How old is this motherfucker?
Ditka, he's eternal, bro.
I'm looking him up right now.
The Father, Son, and the Holy Ditka. Come on. Yeah,
he's 80. He's 81.
He can do it. He could come in for one season, bro.
I don't know about that.
Give me Ditka.
Dude's kind of fucking.
Belichick's 95.
Belichick's 79.
No, I'm sorry. 79. Sorry. So he's just 2 years younger than Ditka.
Oh, 69, not 79.
Oh, nice.
Because that was the whole meme thing. It was like when the Patriots and the Bucks played, both coaches were 69 years old.
I didn't know that. That's awesome. Must miss that stat. Nice. All right. Well, that brought me up a little bit. I guess now we can talk about.
All right. What's our next game?
Bad football, Noah. That's our next game with the Eagles and the Panthers. Panthers -4, -195 on the money line, +160. I hate this game. Total is at 45 as well. I hate this game. No, I hate this game more than anything. With that being said, I am not taking the points. I'm just going to take the Panthers on the money line. I just don't. I hate 4. As we just talked about, it's a bad number to bet on. I'll take the money line and just hope for the best.
Yeah, I like the Panthers for this. Not because I like the Panthers, just because I hate the Eagles.
Yeah.
But give me the over. Give me over 45 on this one.
Really?
I think this Panthers defense, people are hyping them up. I think they're kind of a joke. And I do think the Panthers are definitely the better team, so I think they win this one. So give me the Panthers to cover and give me the over.
Wow, taking them on the 4 too.
I've got it at 3, but
3. Then take it at 3 if you can get it at 3. I like that number a lot better than 4. It might have been bet down, and I just don't have updated lines right now. But yeah, dude, shit. All right, and this next game I think is going to be a little bit more exciting because of the off-field drama than the actual game itself. Naturally, I'm talking about the Titans going to Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida, to play the Jaguars. Titans being a 4.5-point favorite, -200 on the money line, +163 for the Jaguars. Total is at 48.5. Well, Urban Meyer and the Jaguars are in quite a sticky situation, if you ask me right now. I mean, he's essentially being laughed out of the locker room, bro. I mean, no amount of apologies, nothing. I mean, the team knows what he was doing out there. He was out there enjoying the perks of being a national championship coach back in Ohio. Perhaps meeting up with some friends from Ohio State University. And, you know, we saw the videos, we saw everything that happened. Train wreck of a team. They're only going to get worse. I think Urban's out at the end of the year. Give me the Titans 4.5.
I also love Titans 4.5. You know, I love Derrick Henry to stick those 2 fingers or touchdowns up their ass. Clothed, obviously.
Obviously.
You know, not up the bare ass, but yeah. I mean, give me the Titans to really go deep on this one. I think they're going to be seeking vengeance from last week.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm gonna say it now. Bold take. If you can get these numbers, take the parlay, let it hit. Derrick Henry going for 175 plus and 2 tutties this week.
Wow. And then honestly, take Urban Meyer over how many girls he'll have in his lap. That'll be a nice little same game parlay for you there.
I don't think that'll happen again this season, but you know.
Dude, could you imagine if it happens again? Like, I mean, what do they do?
If it happens again, then he's entirely trying to sabotage his own job just to get the USC job, because clearly at USC they don't care about anything like that.
They don't. I wonder if that girl was from USC. Wonder if she was sent on a mission.
It was in Columbus, Ohio, but
you never know. But
I mean, if you've got the money to go to USC, you can get away with anything.
True.
So
true, including being on a team and never playing in the sport seems like a lot of these USC football players are doing. But that's another conversation for college football degenerate bets. Let's keep it moving, Noah, to a team that we're both kind of hype on, and a team against a team that's trending down. I'm talking about the Browns at Chargers. I have the Chargers as a 1.5 point favorite, minus 124 on the money line. Browns plus 102 and 47 being the total. Dude, I love Herbert. I love him so much. I hate what the Browns are doing right now. OBJ coming back into this offense and just absolutely ruining everything that they have built up and done the last year. I'll take the Chargers in the 1.5 easy.
Yeah, this is a prove it game for the Chargers.
Yeah,
they've looked really good so far. The Browns obviously a pretty decent team. I don't think there's going to be any home field advantage because the Chargers literally got booed at home last week by the Raiders. They still won.
That was impressive as hell.
I mean, these guys had an away game at home. I think they come back, and I think they win this one. I think they cover. I still don't think the Browns are all that legit.
Yeah.
I think they'll be a decent team. They might make the playoffs. They might not. I'm not shooing them into the playoffs like a lot of people are. Give me the Chargers.
Yeah, let's go Chargers on that one. Easy. Baker Mayfield also dealing with a torn labrum in his non-throwing shoulder. So that's going to be something to keep an eye on with the Browns.
Did you say a torn labia?
Labrum.
Oh, I thought you said torn labia, because that would have been on point for Baker. But that's okay.
No. Sorry. Yeah, no. Next game we got going on. I have no transition for that when you threw me off with the that real quick. You got Giants and the Cowboys. Cowboys being a 7-point favorite at Jerry World, minus 335 on the money line, plus 255 for the Giants. Total being 52. This Giants team sucks, dude. They aren't the Giants. They are the Littles. Like, I don't even know what to say about them. Danny Dimes is Danny interceptions all over again. The Cowboys actually seem to be winning football games. And suddenly it's kind of crazy, you know, it seems like when the Dallas Cowboys are bad, I can't stop hearing about them. But when they're good and like they actually have something to talk about, no one's talking about the fucking Cowboys. So I guess we'll take this opportunity to talk about how good the fucking Cowboys are real quick. Dak Prescott looking unbelievable coming back from this injury. Ezekiel Elliott putting up numbers that I think are very respectable for his ages and the amount of hits he's taken as a running back. CD Lamb really seeming to come into his own coming at, throughout this season. I'm liking the boys. I'll take them at 7, bro, all day.
Yeah, and their defense looks
surprisingly good.
Okay. I mean,
yeah,
it doesn't look great, but it looks okay. I mean, would they just beat the Eagles by like 20, 21 points?
Respectable amount, yeah.
I think this one's a little bit closer, but I mean, I think they still win by 2 touchdowns against the Giants. Like,
yeah.
And I think it's funny because I think these lines are skewed because a lot of people aren't ready to admit the Cowboys are kind of a decent team.
Yeah. And that's the thing I don't get. Like, everyone is, you know, a Cowboys fan. Everyone wants to say how good the Cowboys are. But now that they're actually good, no one wants to bet on them. No one wants to, you know, take advantage of the fact that the Cowboys are actually good. I can't believe it.
Everybody's either a Cowboys fan or anti-Cowboys. And because of that, they get shit on a lot. And people aren't willing to admit they're actually decent because the Cowboys fans are so obnoxious with it that when the Cowboys are good, it's like everyone's like, fuck you. Like, you're so annoying.
So are we just the biggest people in sports media right now saying the Cowboys are good?
I mean, they're kind of good. It's a big ass spread at 7 points for the Cowboys, but I think they cover.
Yeah. No, yeah, they cover that easy. I'm all over that.
I'm gonna take the half point here and take them at 6.5 instead of 7. But
okay. I
do like the Cowboys. Give me them boys.
Yeah, we're both on them boys to cover. I'm on 7 at the line. Noah's going to buy the half a point. I'm taking him to 6.5. Dude, let's talk about this next game, please and thank you, because this is a team that I told you was going to be the best team in the NFC West, maybe fighting against the Rams for that. But I think securing that position last week and going to continue to secure that position this week. I'm talking about my Arizona Cardinals at home against the 49ers being a 5.5 point favorite, minus 245 on the money line, 49ers plus 195, total being at 50. Dude, like I hate to be a homer. I really do. But the Cardinals are looking so damn good, bro. Like, I'm talking, they're looking playoff caliber ready. And I'm still hesitant to say Super Bowl. I'm hesitant to say Super Bowl just because of how much can go wrong and what I've seen the Cardinals throw away, especially last season. But Kyler Murray, Cliff Kingsbury, that entire young staff seems to have grown up a lot this last season. I really like them to beat the 49ers. I like them to keep this winning streak going. You know, looking at their schedule, there's a couple bumps in the road. I do think that next matchup against the 49ers is going to be difficult. And I think it's one that the 49ers can't take, even though it's going to be at home for the Cardinals. But just looking at this week and just keeping their momentum going, I'm going to take the Cardinals in the 5.5 points all day.
Yeah, I'm a little skeptical. I mean, I know they're at home. I know they're playing the Niners, who I'm not super hype on the Niners. I've told you that I thought coming into the season, the Niners were the most overhyped team in football. Like, yeah, people predicting them to make the playoffs. I thought they'd be last in the division. And I'm not super hype on the Seahawks either, but I still think the Niners are worse than them. I mean, they have no offense. I mean,
None.
they have Debo, who is tremendous, but they have no quarterback. You know, their offensive line, whatever. I don't even give a fuck. That 5 points is making me nervous for some reason.
Really?
And it shouldn't be, but it is. That 5 points is making me nervous. I'm going to buy it down to 3.5 and take the Cardinals.
All right. No, you're going to buy it down to 3.5. I'm going to take the 5.5 points because I think they win this game by a touchdown easy. This Cardinals team is just so explosive. I love what they're doing all day long.
And I do love the over on this one at 49 points. Give me the over.
Over 49. I'll give that to you all day, Noah.
I still don't trust the Cardinals defense.
Yeah, and I think there's definitely a lot of question marks there still. Don't blame me on that.
You got to give me a good 7 or 8 week sample size before I trust this Cardinals defense, because this Cardinals defense is looking like a cookie ready to crumble.
They are. They could be. I hope it doesn't crumble. I hope we keep staying strong. I would love to see another 5-sack game out of Chandler Jones, and this week would be a great week to put the hammer down and really secure our spot in the NFC West. Let's move on to Sunday Night Football. This is a barn burner, dude. I'm actually really excited for this game just because of the value on it. I'm talking, of course, about the Bills and the Chiefs. You got the Chiefs as a 2.5-point home favorite. Chiefs minus 143 on the money line. Bills plus 117. Over under at 56.5. Dude. Give me the Bills money line all day. This Bills team is something else right now. They are firing on all cylinders. They are not slowing down. The Chiefs are taking a step backwards. I like the Bills to win this game outright. I mean, I think that the Chiefs are struggling. I think the Chiefs will still make the playoffs, make a decent run. However, I don't see this as their bounce back game, especially with how hot the Bills are right now. That defense is clicking. Obviously putting up a couple shutouts. You love to see that out of a defense. Josh Allen just finding his targets everywhere he wants to on the field. I'll take the Bills in the money line all day.
I disagree.
Wow.
Andy Reid is coming in hot this game. The Chiefs are coming in hot. Their defense is not going to figure it out, but they're going to be better. The Chiefs at home minus 2.5. I love that. I'm taking the Chiefs big time. Over under at 57. Give me the under. Give me the under just as big as I'm taking the Chiefs, because if the Chiefs don't win, then I still hit, because this might be my lock of the week is under 57 on this game.
Wow.
I think the defenses are going to come up way bigger than the offenses, and so yeah, I like under 57. I like the Chiefs to cover, even though they're the favorite by 2.5 points. I like them to cover that 2.5. I like them to win. I like them to hit the under as well. Well,
it'll be one hell of a Sunday night game. I'm on Bills money line. Noah's on the Chiefs minus 2.5 and the under 57. It's going to be a great way to wrap up the Sunday, honestly. Going to be one hell of a game. I'm looking forward to it. And the next game, honestly, is going to wrap up the NFL week very well. Talking about the Colts and Ravens. Ravens being a 7-point home favorite. Minus 315 on the money line, plus 245 for the Colts. Total being 46. This is going to be a game. I'll take the Ravens to cover, but it's going to be one I'm going to watch very close and probably live bet on, because if the Colts can start it rolling and everything and the Ravens are looking a little bit weak, I could see some value taking them live to cover maybe 5.5, 4.5. We'll see as that game goes on, but since we're making picks, I'll take the Ravens plus minus 7.
Yeah, that spread just, it kind of scares me based on how the Ravens have been playing, but we got a big thing. The fact that they might get Rashad Bateman. So I'm not making an official pick on this, but if Rashad Bateman plays, I like the Ravens. I like the over. If Rashad Bateman doesn't play, give me the Colts to cover that 7, but give me a half point. Give him to me at 7.5. Even though he's a rookie, has not played a single snap yet in the NFL. Rashad Bateman is the best receiver. He's the best receiver on this Baltimore Ravens staff.
Yeah, absolutely. He'll be a big addition if he does come in. Any other last thoughts on NFL Week 5?
No, not really.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, those are our picks. And you know what, Noah? We have 4 games tomorrow for the baseball playoffs, NLDS, ALDS coming at us. Let's just rapid fire through them really quick. We're going to forget about the point spread because they're all at 1.5, and I hate taking the point spread in baseball. Let's go ahead and just pick some winners real quick. White Sox, Astros. Astros minus 129 on the money line. Sox plus 108. Who you got?
I've got the Astros.
Yep, I'm with you. I got the Astros as well, especially after their performance today. The next game, we got Braves and the Brewers. Brewers minus 155. Braves plus 125. I am on the Brewers personally. I'm not a fan of what the Braves have been putting out lately.
The Braves offense is really good, but I gotta ride with Corbin Burns with the Brewers, and we're taking Brewers first 5 money line and no runs first inning.
I love a no runs first inning. That's a lot of fun. Next game, we got Red Sox and the Rays. Rays minus 141. Those Sox plus 120. Taking the Rays, dude. They're looking dominant as hell.
Yeah, I like the Red Sox with Chris Sale pitching.
Oh,
at
Sale's
plus 170.
pitching.
Yeah,
Sale's pitching.
So for that one, give me Red Sox plus 170. Easy.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm slamming that.
Yeah, I forgot Sale was pitching. I'll take the Bo Sox plus 170 as well. And then finally, we have the Dodgers and the Giants, California battle for the NLDS. Giants plus 100 home dogs, Dodgers minus 122. I want to take the Giants. However, I've been burned too many times betting against the Dodgers. So with that being said, I'm going to take the Dodgers minus 122 on the money line.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a Beeler Webb pitching matchup, and give me the Giants at plus, at plus odds, plus 110, and also love the under. I mean, even though it's only 7, 7's a very low under for baseball, but give me the under and give me the Giants.
You know what? I'm going to tail you on the Giants just because I hate the Dodgers, and you're giving me good reason to bet against the Dodgers. So I'll take the Giants as well. Just in case you're curious, if you parlay all those picks together, $10 wins you 119 on Barstool Sportsbook. That's an interesting little tidbit for you if you think all of our baseball hits will hit, as I do. That's why I'm putting a little parlay in right now.
I mean, we were on opposite sides of certain ones. So is that your picks or my picks?
Oh, my picks, obviously. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
My picks, you're at plus 1,000.
Well, that's obviously a loser there. So
we'll see. Parlays are always losers, though. If you actually want to make money sports betting, don't do parlays. They're fucking stupid. But hey, they're a lot of fun, so you got to do them every once in a while.
They are fun.
All right. So yeah, dude. I mean, we have some preseason hockey and preseason basketball coming up. I've been watching the games, just not betting on them. You have any thoughts on those or any picks you want to give out for that?
No, I'm just excited for some of these baseball games tomorrow. See what happens, and pretty soon we'll be into college football and college, and NFL and all that. College basketball right around the corner. Let's get it.
And also shout out really quick to ESPN. I do want to give this shout out. We're only in preseason hockey right now, and hockey is being covered better than it was ever covered on NBC Sports or whatever.
That's because they just signed a contract.
No, no. I know they just signed a contract, a huge deal and everything. But ESPN could have just posted the games and everything, and just kind of washed their hands of it, thrown on an NHL game, like post game show on at midnight or something after SVP. But shout out for them for putting them on primetime, giving them some spots. I'm really excited for this hockey season and what ESPN is going to do with it. And just watching hockey grow, because this is a sport right now with the athletes that are involved, the teams that are involved. It's a sport that's ready to blow up, except for the Arizona Coyotes. They absolutely suck dog shit. Yeah. Any final words before this epic weekend, Noah?
I mean, let's go Sox. Red Sox, not White Sox. Fuck the White Sox, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. Excited for baseball, excited for football, excited for hockey and basketball about to come out around the corner here. I mean, let's go.
Hell yeah, we are going to be in the best time of sports in the history of sports, and we are going to be here for it. We'll be back next Sunday or Monday, maybe even Tuesday, with Degenerate Takes recalling this. Well, we'll probably be recovering too. But
AJ will be recovering, so
we'll both be recovering. Let's be real. But yeah, we'll be back with Degenerate Takes to cover all of the weekend action, football, baseball, all across the board. And then we'll be back next week as well with more college, NFL, MLB, possibly even basketball and soccer and hockey picks. More shirts of the week coming. Who freaking knows? It is a wild time, and we will see you next time here on Degenerate Bets.